How does the Starlink work here in Lusaka, Zambia? Hey, Jason here. If you're new to the channel, I've been an expat slash nomad for 10 years now. I'm on my fourth country, third continent here in Lusaka, Zambia, the southern region of Africa. And what I've started doing is sharing with you what I've learned along this 10-year journey. But most importantly, if you're an expat or thinking about becoming one, also reasons why you should start looking into Lusaka, Zambia, just because of the opportunities that exist down here in the southern region of Africa. And a lot of people are not coming here. That's just the truth. And so today we're going to talk about the Starlink. Now, if you've seen any of my previous videos, I've told you one of the downsides of living in Zambia is the internet is not the greatest. And that's using their normal internet, Airtel, MTN, Liquid. I've had just about every last one of them. Only ones I can't get is the fiber optics, so I can't speak about that. But the rest of them, the regular services, they're just not that great. Between network issues, the issues with load shedding, it just messes up a lot of problems. So it does get in the way, especially if you're a digital nomad or if you're someone who just really needs the internet. So now, as of July, Starlink had new spots available for you to register your Starlink. Starlink has had, did I say Starlight? Starlink has new spots available under Lusaka to where you can register your satellite and actually get service. So I was able to do it. I have the satellite mini. You can't see it, but it's outside right now. I have it on the outside, and I'll explain why I don't have it on the inside like I usually do by the window. But like now you can do it in service for residential light, which is your home, is 800 kwacha, and that's maybe about $35 a month, something like that. So first off, I have to say, as far as the service and the network, it has been working really great. Even with the ability to take it with you. So like I was at a resort this past weekend, spent some time there, and I brought the Starlink with me. It worked better than the resort's Wi-Fi, where everybody was having issues. As long as I was in range of my Starlink, I was able to have Wi-Fi the entire time, no problems. And I was streaming. Even right now, as I'm doing this video, I have something streaming on my phone. I'm listening to it through the glasses here. And I have something streaming through the computer just to really try to use as much of the bandwidth as possible. It has been working great, man. For someone who loves the internet, especially with me doing content creation, it has really came in hand. Now, I will say this is one side effect that I've seen from the Starlink, is like right now, for the last 2 days, it's been really thick cloud coverage. So it has been obstructing the satellite. Yesterday was really bad. I had it in my house by the window where I usually keep it. I usually keep consistent internet throughout the whole day, if just keeping it in one spot, maybe just slowly rearranging it depending on where the satellite is positioned. But yesterday, like it was like cutting out calls every couple of seconds. It was really bad. So I had to move it outside to get a clearer picture or a clearer shot with the satellite. And so that's why I decided to do today instead of playing with the window, because the cloud coverage is about the same. And it's actually been working good. I had to just go a little bit farther out from under my porch, put it in the grass in front of the house. Lucky you have like I think this cable is maybe 100-foot cable. So it gives you room to move it around and do what you need to do. Especially if you're doing like me, where instead of positioning it on the house or anything, I'd rather just keep it to where it's easily accessible, keep it by the window. And then if I'm traveling, I can just move it around with me. So that is that is just one downfall to it. So with cloud coverage, it could get bad, or your signal could just be a little bit more choppy than normal. But outside of that, it has been working really great for me. One of the other things with the Starlink is, I believe right now the system is the Starlink Mini. The system is about 8,000 kwacha here. When I purchased it, I got it on sale for 6,500 kwacha. And I just literally had to wait a few months to be able to register it with the satellite server in Lusaka. So that wasn't a problem. I have spoken to a Starlink customer service agent firsthand. We spoke on a call, and they did let me know that I am able to move around with the Starlink. Like if I'm going out of town or something, I can take it with me. And they just told me as long as I'm not away from the registered home address for longer than 90 days, there's no problem with that. I haven't tested that out yet, but I have at least tested just to see if it worked remotely going somewhere else, like when I went to the resort. And I'm going to be testing it again next week when I'm at a lodge for my birthday. So I will be letting you know exactly how that's still working, or if it's working as good as they say it do. So I'm still testing that part out. Now, as far as the network speeds, the upload, I have been getting up to 50 to 60 megabytes per second, which is really good. And even uploading videos, I've been able to upload videos, which was taking me 2 days and about 2 hours. 4K videos take about 3 to 4 hours, sometimes 5 to 6. And that's just depending on the cloud coverage. I have to still do more testing on uploading videos when we're back onto some just clear sunny days. For some reason, it looked like it's going to rain now. I don't know why. Um, it's like really heavy overcast in Lusaka right now, or at least in my area. And so that is kind of annoying, especially when I'm trying to test everything out. But it's like I say, the internet is still working good. If I was to put on my Airtel internet, I would be getting real choppy signals, very hard to keep a stream going. And Starlink is beating that out of the park. So I would say it's worth the money if you're someone who is very dependent on internet service. Now, here is the caveat to it. When there's load shedding, there's no Starlink working because you do need electricity to keep it running. I have 2 portable power stations. It does draw a lot of energy off the power stations. I believe one of mine is a 300 watt and the other one's a 600 watt. The 600 watt can last about 3 to 4 hours on it. 300 watt can get about 2 to 3 hours. So it does do a drain on those power stations, but I'm sure if you have like 1,000 watt or over, it wouldn't be that much of an issue. One of the things I do want to test in the future, it won't be probably for a few months, is get like a few small, not small, but a few solar panels, maybe 2 to 4 600 watt solar panels, and just have those connected to independent inverter battery, and then see how that would work if that would help alleviate the issue of needing the Zesco electricity. But the 2 power stations do help out, but it does take a toll on the batteries and it does drain it faster than some other appliances. So that's just to let you know on that. But outside of that, Starlink has been really good. The customer service is good. You can always check your alignment on your phone and you just realign the dish however you need to. You get notifications if the dish is actually obstructed. So it works really good. You do not have to have 100% clearance of the skyline. Because like I said, I do keep it in my house by the window, and it has been working really good that way. So it could work that way for you too. Yeah, I just wanted to share that because, look, internet is something that we all need. However, with the electricity issues in the continent, it does get in the way. And it's a headache, man. Look, there's days, if I had hair, I'll probably be pulling it out because it's like, dude, I just want to get some videos uploaded. I just want to be able to watch the internet. Because like I'm not a cable TV person or anything like that. I do majority of my life through the internet. And so if you're looking for Starlink here in Lusaka, Zambia, you are able to register now. I highly recommend it. I've had talked to people who have it in some of their service plans. They get well up to 100 gigabytes upload and download speed. And so it's really good out there. I'm using the cheapest package, which is 800 kwacha, or I think it's about 35 US dollars a month. I feel like it's well worth it. The next major thing that I'm gonna do to test it is probably gonna be a road trip. I want to see how it works. Like, is it really able to work and keep a satellite positioning while you're in a car? All of that, because they do have mobile mounts, ways you can mount it to the back window. And then also I have to look and see if I can find a type D to type C connector. Because right now the only connector it needs to be in, like a traditional outlet. but they do have Type C outlets too, Type C ends too, to where you can put in like a power bank or something like that. So I would definitely like to see how the power pool is. If a standard power bank can actually keep it going for a little while, all those things will be interesting to test out too. So just make sure you stay tuned because I will be putting out more information about the Starlink as I'm getting it and just seeing how it uses. Gets to really tell you the truth about the long-term use. Really hoping the Chinese company that's supposed to be competing with Starlink releases theirs soon. So then I can give you a comparison of exactly which one may be better. Because like I say, if you're a digital nomad or someone who's dependent on the internet, this is something that's really vital to you. And so I would definitely recommend getting a Starlink system. Also, I will go by the mall. Next time I go by the mall, I will check and see what is the up-to-date prices on them so I can let you know and give you an update on it also. But if you have any other questions or comments, leave them down below. If you have any specific questions about Starlink, just, hey, hit me up and let me know. I'll see if I can get to it. It may be a test that I just haven't done or something I haven't checked out. And your comment may be the one that helps me realize I need to do that. And so don't be afraid to ask a question about it. And most importantly, just remember this. I'm Jason, and success is simple once you know how.